In the heart of America's largest city, the 2021 New York mayoral election unfolded against a backdrop of diverse voices and dynamic narratives. Among these was Zohran Mamdani, a passionate advocate for social justice and a member of the New York State Assembly. Mamdani, a rising star in progressive politics, brought attention to issues often sidelined in mainstream debates. His win in the Democratic primaries highlighted the controversial history of the Ground Zero Mosque, an Islamic community center proposed near the site of the 9/11 attacks. This center, intended to foster interfaith dialogue and community healing, was instead used by Republicans and some Democrats to generate intense opposition and became a lightning rod for Islamophobic sentiments to drive votes into the ballot box in 2010 midterm elections. In the midst of this mayoral race, Mamdani's victory and the Islamophobic responses show how the lingering specter of the Ground Zero Mosque continued to shape the social imaginary around Muslims in America. Mamdani's victory brought to the surface and demonstrated that the narratives woven around this controversy were not just past echoes, but a reflection of persistent Islamophobia influencing voter perceptions and political discourse. This narrative often paints Muslim communities in broad, monolithic strokes, disregarding their rich diversity and contributions to the cultural fabric of New York City and the nation. As the mayoral candidates presented their visions for a post-pandemic New York, Mamdani's involvement urged voters to consider how these social imaginaries could shape policies impacting marginalized communities. He called for an election where fear is not stoked, but rather replaced by understanding and inclusivity. In doing so, Mamdani reminded New Yorkers that addressing Islamophobia and its embedded narratives was crucial for a city priding itself on its mosaic of communities. This election ultimately served as a poignant reminder of the ongoing battle to root out prejudiced perceptions and create a city that truly embodies its ideals of diversity and acceptance. As we reflect on these events, we are reminded that the fabric of New York is enriched by its myriad voices, a tapestry that Zohran Mamdani and many others continue to champion with unyielding courage. Mamdani's campaign offers a counter-narrative, one rooted in solidarity, mutual recognition, and the possibility of a city governed not by fear, but by hope. However, the deluge of Islamophobic discourse that followed his victory is a stark reminder that the struggle for inclusion is not merely about electoral outcomes, but about transforming the very social imaginaries that structure who is allowed to belong.